Oh, do you know, I had been about to go out on my bike. I'd got all dressed up in me safety clobber, my jeans with the, what's it called? Can't do the armoured jeans. Then I noticed this bloody great big black cloud coming over. I thought, oh, it looks like it might miss. Might be all right. I'll wait a few minutes. Bloody hell. It was hailstorm. It's just stopping now. In fact, it's brightening up. Oh, can you see the sky out there? I've got the phone on. Anyway, I'm pissed off. I'm really pissed off, actually. I'm pissed off with everything. I'll get back. I'll try and explain it. Guitar's out of tune, so am I. There ain't no sense in asking me why. I just hate the world and all that's in it. I just hate the world. These are minor chords. These are minor chords. They reflect my mind. They reflect my mind. What a fuck up. I've lit the wood burner. Not particularly cold today, but it's damp, so I thought it might cheer me up a bit. I've decided to try and mend these binoculars. What's happened is you look through them and you turn that wheel there and nothing happens. It's the same, it just looks the same. It doesn't come, well, it looks a bit closer, I suppose, because it's magnifying glasses, aren't they? But it doesn't change, the aspect doesn't change. Is that the right word? So I'm just going to try. I found a couple of jeweler's screwdrivers and I'm going to just try and take them apart. See why. See what the problem is. I should probably ruin them entirely. I bought these in an auction in Scotland when I lived there, when I was married. And when I was married to my wife, well, you would be married to your wife, wouldn't you? Yeah, I bought them at an auction. I don't know, about 1989, I think. They've been great. I used to take them on walks with me and just watch the birds. But then they suddenly decided not to work. Oh, I can't get that undone anyway. Got another little screwdriver here, maybe that'll do it. Got a bit of paint on this one. I always use screws. I always use tools for the wrong purpose. That ain't going to fit in there. Yeah, they're nice. These are lovely. They, I've got the case somewhere, and it's got the person who owned them. It's got his name on them. He was in the Royal Navy. So I suppose, I mean, they're quite old. I bet they've, during the war, I expect they've seen the Second World War. I wonder what, makes you wonder what he's seen through them, doesn't it? The history behind them. Perhaps I'll find the, if I can find the case, I might look up his name and research it, see if I can see anything about him. These glasses were bought from a shop called W.G. Whiting, the optician, and it was in the Royal Exchange, Manchester. They've been really lovely. Nice, you know, they're nice. They're very light. They've done really well. Yeah. I hope I can get them sorted. Maybe I need to put a bit of, no, I better not. I was going to say maybe put a bit of WD-40 on, but I think I've already done that in the past, and that was just to loosen. Maybe that's what's... I was going to say fuck them up, but I try not to swear on the channel. Yeah. Well, so anyway, that's them. Happy days. Yeah, it's called a Raup. An auction in Scotland, in this part of Scotland, is called a Raup. R-O-U-P. Very popular they were in the day. Like all the town people went to them just for an evening out, really, just to watch what was going on. No, the whole thing's turning, but that isn't coming undone. I'll get back to you. Oh, a bit of luck here. As you see, I've got a selection of screwdrivers now. And this one has managed to turn this screw. I didn't undo it all the way because I wanted to share this moment with you. I don't know what's going to happen when I take this screw out. I've put this sheet on here so that anything that falls out, I'll be able to see it. And hopefully it won't go on the floor and never be seen again. There you are, that's off. Oops, they nearly lost the screw then. There's your little screw. Two bits there. What will happen now? What happens now? Is it supposed to come to bits? I don't quite know what happens next. That's where I'm at. So I suppose I've got to get that bit out. Maybe I should have looked it up. Maybe I should have Googled how to dismantle binoculars. Do you call them binoculars or field glasses? I've always called them binoculars. I suppose if you're on a ship, you wouldn't call them field glasses, would you? Call them sea glasses, ocean glasses, or binoculars. Ah, I think maybe these bits have to come off. Do they? Do they come off? They turn. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Do these bits come off? Very tight. I think something's happening. I'll keep going. Yes. Oh my word. Look. Can you see in there bits of metal filings? How has that happened? Look at that, look. All around there, all bits of metal. So it's been maybe that's just happened when I've just undone it. I wonder if it's ever been undone in all its history. I don't know when they were made. I reckon about 1940. I don't know why I said that. Well, that's got that off. Then what happens? Does that come off? No, I must have to take this one off as well. They're very, very tight. Good job I've got that diploma in mechanical engineering. It is actually undoing, I think. Though this one's got numbers on it. You can't see them very well, but there are numbers on this. And I don't even know what those numbers mean. Must be for precise what the words, see, that's another thing, I'm going bloody doolally, I can't remember words. Precise, what's it? You know, when you get something exact. Measurements, maybe. That's not quite the word I was looking for, but that'll do. It doesn't want to come off, this one. Come on. Well, you've got to come off. I'm sure you have to. Certainly, the little gap has got... Hey, Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie's come in to see me. Now she's gone out again. She's what you call a scaredy cat. Funny cat. Oh, I'll have to investigate a bit more. I've just discovered something. You just actually have to... Looks like... I didn't go all the way, but it looks like you don't have to take that side off. You just can pull the whole assembly out like that. Oh, I'm actually getting somewhere. And look at that, there's grease on there. That grease must have been there since they were made. Amazing. Just going to close the door again. I had to open the door, I had to take my jacket off. Take my jumper off. I had to open the door because it got so hot in here. Yeah, so anyway, that's how far I am at the moment with that. And now, I'm just going to clean up all these lenses. I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up. When I've done this side of it, I shall investigate how the rest of it comes apart. There's a screw there, screw there. I'll take that off and give the lenses a clean. That's about all I can do with that, really. Just clean it. And maybe that's all it needs. I've got my lens bright cleaner. This is what I use on my glasses. The cleaner there. I'm just using this paintbrush to brush the crap off. Brand new paintbrush. Get these bits of metal out of it. I've been, the other day I made a little vlog, I can't remember when it was, last week, and I was talking about how I'd mostly overcome my depression that I suffered from. I don't even like acknowledging that I have that. Silly really, isn't it? But I do. It's been part of my life. And I saying how I'd overcome it mostly, and then believe it or not, a couple of days ago, just hit me. I was just feeling so bloody down and miserable, and I don't know why. Well, I know I don't like the world very much these days. But that's what's happening at the minute. I'm just fed up with everything. No, I don't want to inflict it on you, but you know, this vlog is my little diary of my life, isn't it, really? So I just tell the camera stuff. Sometimes I publish it and sometimes I don't. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to publish this. I might think, oh, I don't want to depress anyone. I hope it's not too depressing, but this is interesting, isn't it? Look, hey? Cleaning my binoculars. Ah, that felt a bit loose in there. It does feel a bit loose. Oh, I can't do anything about that. Look at that, look at that. It's all the grease that's on it. Can you see that? Put there. Well, nearly 100 years ago, isn't it? Or 80 odd years ago, if I'm right in when these were made, which I think I am. Why I think it, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try and put this bit, give this a bit more of a clean. I'll clean the lenses. I'll just clean around them, and then I'll come back to you again. The camera's getting really hot from the fire. I better move it away. I suppose my face is all red. Oh, hello, Your Majesty. Come on in. Might be a bit too hot for you in here, Mia. Ah, straight onto a new chair. You always face the wrong way on that, Mia. If you face the other way, you wouldn't slip off. So I just, I'm still in the cleaning process, getting all the. I found in here. I found some. It looks like salt. Could be from the guy who owned these glasses was in the North Atlantic convoys. At least I've still got a good imagination. Oh, not without the bounds of possibility, is it? Anyway, better start putting it all together again. You coming in or going out? I'm going to shut the door. Make up your mind, Bonnie. Oh. I'll leave the door open for you. Well, I've taken them as far apart as I can, and I've cleaned, and they work a little bit better, but not much. I've taken these bits off, but inside there's a special. You need a special tool to get the lenses out, so I couldn't do anything about them. So that's about it. I'll put these bits back together. I suppose I really ought to go and buy a new pair of binoculars, but I don't like to give up too quickly. Yeah, there's a sort of a lock-in sort of nut in there, and I can see that you'd need a special tool. Which I have. I have got a special tool. But it doesn't help in this instant. Yeah, there they are. Excuse me. Well, it's turned out to be a nice evening now. There's a nice clear sky above here, but I've just looked out the window and seen in the distance more clouds approaching, black dark clouds. I was thinking I'd go out, but I won't. What else would I want to talk to you about? Hang on. Give me time to think. Yes, I keep thinking. Oh, I'd love to go when the weather's nicer, if it ever gets nice. I'd love to go to Scotland on my motorbike, any of my motorbikes. Probably the Road King though. Then I make excuses why I can't go. My latest excuse is Mia, the German Shepherd. I mean, I can't leave her. Because she's elderly. I can't say she's ill, but she doesn't do much. There she is over there in the corner. I just can't sort of leave her. In all the time I've had her, I had her since she was a year old. She's now 10 and a half. I've only ever left her for 7 days. Jodie looked after her at that time. So we've been together, Mia and I, practically 24/7 for all those years, 9.5 years. Now, is everyone like this about their dog? Does everyone feel, oh, I can't leave my dog? I mean, I think it's silly, these thoughts about. I mean, she's a dog. She doesn't have the same thought processes as a human. I've kind of anthropomorphized her. Is that the word? You know, I've given her, in my mind, I've given her human feelings and thoughts. But is that just an excuse so that I don't have to go off to Scotland on my bike because I'm an old bastard? I do want to do these things. I said to myself this morning, John, why don't you be like you used to be, adventurous? And I thought, was I really adventurous? I'm not sure that I was. I mean, I used to go places, certainly. But whether I was adventurous, I don't know. But none of my adventures seemed to involve being far from home, wherever home was at the time. Which is daft saying that, because I've been, most of my life, I was flipping homeless. Not most of my life, half of my life. So anyway, I've just been feeling down. I'm feeling a bit better now. No, it's good to talk, isn't it? I don't really have anyone to talk to. I can talk to friends locally and family, but I just feel I'm being a bloody nuisance. Whereas when I'm talking to you, I don't really care. That's not true. I do care about you. You're very important to me, all of you. Another thing, I feel lonely at times. and this vlog. You know, so it's a way of communicating, isn't it? Always try to answer any comments I get. I mean, some of them are just a thank you, but anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about now. I was going to go out on my bike, but no, look, no, I'm not joking, I'm not kidding, this is not an excuse. Look at the clouds now coming over. So I'd go out and I'd just get completely soaked, wouldn't enjoy it. So I'll go out again tomorrow. God knows how long this video is going to take and what it's all about, I don't know. But I'm pleased you're there. Sorry, I still haven't mended this chair. I did put some oil on it, but it still squeaks. Anyway, I've got my binoculars, they work a little bit better. And that'll have to do for now. Look after yourself. Yeah, don't pay any attention to me, silly old sod. I mean, you know, what better life could I have than I have here? See you later. Bye.